Good morning. Thank you for joining us on Developing Stories. I am Odunayo Sawyer. President Bola Tinubu is leading other party stalwarts to the National Executive Committee meeting of the ruling All Progressives Congress, including the Vice President Kashim Shettima, former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, some former governors and members of the National Working Committee, among others. The NEC holds a short session in honor of the late President Muhammadu Buhari, being the first major APC meeting after his death. The session is among other major agenda items already penciled for deliberations at the NEC meeting holding at the party's National Secretariat. The meeting, where the issue of a substantive national chairman of the party would also be discussed, is expected to have an extended participation since the National Caucus, which normally precedes the NEC, is not holding in this instance. The NEC includes the participation of some National Caucus of the party who have been invited to the enlarged meeting. The House of Representatives has approved President Bola Tinubu's request to the National Assembly seeking approval to borrow $347 million under the 2025-2026 borrowing plan. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, read the President's correspondence on the floor of the Green Chamber during plenary. According to the President, the loan is necessary due to a rise in the funding needs for the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project, whose cost increased by $47 million from $700 million to $747 million. Justifying the loan request, the President said when the borrowing plan was transmitted to the Parliament, the lead arranger for financing only had financing commitments of up to $700 million from lenders, stressing that the shortfall in the financing was covered by export credit agencies. With the extra $47 million for the Lagos-Calabar Road project and $300 million for the Universal Communication Access project, the initial $21.54 billion has now witnessed a marginal increase to $21.89 billion. The Sultanate Council of Sokoto has called on Muslims across Nigeria to look out for the crescent moon, signaling the beginning of Safar 1447 AH today, corresponding to the 29th of Muharram. Through a statement by Wazir in Sokoto and Chairman of the Advisory Committee on Religious Affairs, Professor Sambo Wali Junaidu, the Council emphasized the importance of moon sighting in marking the start of each Islamic lunar month. Those who sight the new moon are urged to promptly report to the nearest district or village head, who will forward the information to the Sultan of Sokoto and President General of the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Alhaji Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar. The appearance of the Safar moon marks the second month in the Islamic calendar following Muharram. At least 13 people have died from the cholera outbreak in 6 local government areas in Niger State. Also, 236 people have been hospitalized in the affected areas. The state government, expressing worry over the development, opened an isolation center at the old wing of the late Senator Idris Ibrahim Kuta Primary Health Care Center along Old Airport Road, Mina. The government has also set up treatment and isolation centers in each of the affected local government areas to stop the spread. Commissioner for Primary Health Care in the state, Ibrahim Dangana, who confirmed the outbreak, said the government had swung into action by setting up a multi-sectoral approach to halt the epidemic in the 6 local government areas. A Thai F-16 fighter jet has bombed targets in Cambodia as weeks of tension over a border dispute escalated into clashes that claimed the lives of at least 2 civilians. Of the 6 F-16 fighter jets that Thailand readied to deploy along the disputed border, one of the aircraft fired into Cambodia and destroyed a military target. Cambodia's defense ministry disclosed that the jets dropped 2 bombs on a road, saying it strongly condemned the brutal military aggression of the Kingdom of Thailand against the sovereignty and territorial integrity of its country. The skirmishes came after Thailand recalled its ambassador to Cambodia and said it would expel Cambodia's envoy in Bangkok after a second Thai soldier in the space of a week lost a limb to a landmine. Thailand's foreign ministry said Cambodian troops fired heavy artillery on a Thai military base and also targeted civilian areas, including a hospital, leading to civilian casualties. And to sports, the Flying Eagles of Nigeria have lost by a lone goal to the Young Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire in the final of the 2025 WAFU B Under-20 Boys Tournament held in Accra, Ghana. The Ivorian team had a flawless tournament, winning all 5 matches and demonstrating their dominance over their opponents. They edged Burkina Faso 2-1 in their opening match, conquered Niger Republic 1-0 and Togo 2-0. In the semi-final, they came from behind to defeat host nation Ghana 2-1. In the final, the Flying Eagles put up a strong fight against the Ivorians, but ultimately fell short. The only goal of the match was scored in added time when goalkeeper Ebenezer Hackles dropped the ball from a free kick, allowing Zakaria Tindano to poke it into the net.
So Kwasi. Look at the goal, look at the strike. The man, Tindano Zakaria, he did it against Niger. That was the only goal they scored past Niger. And he repeated that in their last group game against the Sparrowhawks of Togo. He scored a second goal after Tate had given the lead to the Ivorians.
And that's it on Developing Stories. Join us at 12 for the World at noon. Good morning.